Yes, I'm back. And right now I'm talking about this video that the white supremacists just finally released, which we already knew the truth ever since the unfortunate situation was brought to light. Brother Mike Brown, the video showing what really happened when he was at that corner store. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
One night, when reading through the St. Louis County investigation papers, I stumbled along something that was absolutely stunning. At approximately 1:13 a.m., August 9th, a male arrived as a backseat passenger in a dark-colored passenger vehicle. Brown enters and exits the front doors. Michael was at the market at 1:13 a.m. the night before he died? Camera 7. The male proceeds to the beverage cooler, selected unknown items, and proceeded to the register. The male remains at the counter and eventually leaves the area of the registers with no merchandise. I couldn't believe what I had read. Michael was in the store the night before he died, and St. Louis County saw the videotape, and they didn't tell us. Well, guess what, St. Louis County? I've got the videotape.
I was surprised to hear that 2 years later, there was a video. What you're going to see on this video is what they didn't show us happen that clarifies that
That's Mike Brown's mother, by the way.
there was an understanding, and that's what you're going to see in that video.
In the early hours of August 9th, just 11 hours before Mike took his last steps, he went to his local convenience store to make an exchange. Look carefully at the counter, and you can see a trade is made. Mike gives the store a little bag of weed. You can see the employees smelling it and passing it around.
And just let's pause real quick, because just to make this clear, the transaction he made, which was he gave the Arabian clerks some weed for some cigarillos. And I'm going to touch on that in a minute after why I emphasize they're Arabs or East Indian or whatever the fuck they are. Let's continue.
There was some type of exchange for one thing for another. That these people know each other well enough that this is the relationship that they have.
Then you can clearly see Mike being given 2 big boxes of cigarillos. The store clerk puts the cigarillos into a bag for Mike with his other stuff and hands it over the counter. Mike is about to leave the store, but decides to have the clerk hold his things behind the counter for him. The next day, with his hands politely behind his back, Mike goes back into the store to get his stuff.
It was a misunderstanding.
St. Louis County has written documentation that we've found which shows they saw the 1:13 a.m. videotape, but they leave out what really happened that night in their report. Mike traded the store a little bag of weed and got 2 boxes of cigarillos in return. He left his items at the store and he went back the next day to pick them up. Mike did not rob the store.
It's some type of documentary their job gonna be coming out with in the near future, the Michael Brown situation on some Fruitville Station type stuff. But yeah, the reason why I emphasize they were Arabs because or East Indian, whatever the hell they are, because these other groups want us to cape for them now that walls is getting fucking built. Motherfuckers green cards ain't matching. They coming flagging green cards and shit. Now they want us to come ride with them. Nah. Hold your. This is why. One of the reasons why I'm with the Hold Your Own Nuts campaign. Because them Arabs or whoever the fuck they were who Mike Brown made that transaction with, they didn't get up and cape for us when Mike Brown was laying in the street for hours in his own blood. They got right on code with the white supremacists. This is why I don't cape for other groups. I'm unapologetically African. I'm speaking up for us first. Then, when the relationship becomes reciprocal with us and other groups, then maybe I'll fuck with them. But until then, fuck y'all. Hold your own nuts, like I've been saying. Now let's get to the real shit, the white supremacists. And white people out there, you so-called good ones, you wonder why we don't fuck with y'all. Because y'all want to ignore white supremacy because it's convenient and y'all are privileged in the system. But y'all want to convince us that you're not racist and all this. But you don't speak up. You know who the white supremacists are. Some of them in your family, some of them work with you. You know who they are. But you don't never ostracize them. And you wonder why there's a great disdain between some of us in the black melanoid community and versus y'all, because y'all don't ever speak up on situations like this. And this is why people like me are happy that your numbers are depreciating. But this is just what we're up against, people. Will they just kill you, make up a good enough lie, cover it up, get on code, and nothing's gonna happen to the white supremacists. Darren Wilson, he's gonna be walking around free, normal day, because they know that we not gonna do nothing. Like Brother Malcolm said, we need to put our differences aside and have a fight that's uncommon to all of us against the enemy who is common to all of us. I'll leave a link in the description. Let me know what y'all think. In the comments, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Share the video.